It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stuttering Craig. You decide when you lose, not other people. And Blabs.
I like pickles.
And co-hosted by our friends from around the internet. If you like common sense, hit that thumbs up button and, of course, the subscribe button. And join us Monday through Friday live at 11 a.m. Central Time. And now, broadcasting from our homes, it's time for the #1 gaming and entertainment podcast on God's green earth. It's time for Side Scrollers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome on out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com and SideScrollers.com. What is going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you. Did you have a good weekend? You did? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig. Man, oh man, we got a lot to talk about today. We have a busy show with a lot of great guests. So let's just get right into it. Hello, Blabs. How are you?
Happy Monday. Happy Monday chat.
Yes, happy Monday to you. Did you have a good Mother's Day with Mama Blabs?
Listen, the presents I mentioned, they never showed up on Saturday. I was crushed. So they're coming today in the mail. I was like,
I hope everybody wished their mama a good. Give your mama a big old hug for Mother's Day yesterday. It's a big day in the old Stuttering Craig family. It's good. Joining us today, as always, it is Monday, which means it's yellow. Flash. Monday.
Hey.
What's going on? How are you?
Good.
What's going on, man?
Good.
Did you give your mama a big old hug yesterday?
I did. Did some grilling. Everything was a good day.
Oh, right, man. I grilled 3 times this weekend. 3 times. Like that's
sounds like a good weekend, though.
Yes, I agree. People don't understand the power of standing around a fire and just putting meat on hot things. It's great. It's awesome. Wonderful. Hey, glad you're here, Flash, as always. Joining us today on Monday with us. First time in a long time. Back again, Dr. Rachel. Good to see you. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Man.
Nice to be back.
Yes. Did you do any grilling this weekend?
No, I gave my mom a long distance hug. She is way up north in Connecticut. I'm down south in Florida. So bit of a drive to try to get there for Mother's Day and my day job. But put some nice messages on Facebook, called her up, said hello, miss her. That's about as much as I can do.
Love it. You know, as we were talking about eating meat and sitting on the grill, I feel like we should absolutely do some sort of grill stream one day.
Side Scrollers Cookout.
I love it. There's a great name for that. You know what would be awesome, and this would be great, is if we do a live event and I got a flat top. I have a flat top grill because I used to have like a regular grill and now I have a flat top where I just cook for everybody. God, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Love to.
Then we can be like, get back in the kitchen.
Yeah. Back in the kitchen, Craig. Get back over there. I got my kiss the cook chef hat.
Yeah, that'd be so funny. Can we get you like one of those big hats?
Is Melissa Mercanti invited?
No.
Well, okay, bite my tongue on that one. Everybody's invited, as long as you're not fucking insane. How's that?
Well, I'm no longer invited. Okay.
Sorry, Blabs. You're out.
Damn.
Blabs is out.
Don't worry, Blabs. I'll give you a little therapy session and you'll be back.
Yeah, she can fix me.
Totally.
Rachel's like, I can fix her, guys. It's fine.
I can totally fix her. Don't worry.
Fix her. It's okay. It's like the 3-second rule. It's like it's just 3 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. I can still eat it. Well, look, I want to remind you guys, we are live over at Rumble, which is great at rumble.com/sidescrollers. Do us a favor, hit the follow over there. Why do we love Rumble, Blabs?
Because it grows organically.
That's right. It's all organic over there. 7,100 followers who have followed us organically over there, who every day we're growing a little bit more, which is great. Outstanding. We also you also could have found out that Flash and Dr. Rachel were going to be on the show today by following us over on X, and you can watch the show over on X, which is really, really cool. Right now, we have already almost 400 people watching us over on X, which is spectacular. As we continue to grow a little bit more every single day. If you guys are watching us over on X, do us a favor, hit the retweet button or the like button. Help spread the show a little bit more. On Friday, we actually had more people watching over on X than we did on YouTube, which was really, really cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm really impressed with what Elon like as far as creators and monetization. Like I'm still doing a lot better on YouTube, but X is getting closer. Like every week I'm surprised by the amount that I get on there for just shit posting.
See, that's the issue, is that we're not making any money on X right now.
Oh.
we haven't got to that point where we haven't been welcomed into the X, whatever. So, and we got to do a much better job of shit posting over there and driving engagement to reach that. Was it 1 million impressions a month, 2 million, something like that?
Yeah, that's what took me a minute to get there, because I used to regularly self-delete all my shit because of reporting, because it was a different place. But ever since he's come in, I mean, is it perfect? No, but it's a lot better. Like, I don't feel the need to have to go back and clean my account anymore. Well,
that's because you're a horrible person, Flash. And,
yes.
That's right. We also have an Instagram account, don't we, Blabs?
We do, so follow us for memes and clips of the show. Otherwise, some sort of violence between, these people down below will do to you.
It'll be an intense battle of wits if you don't follow us over.
Yeah. Or, Dr. Rachel's going to dress up as Sauron and beat the shit out of you.
All right. Sounds good. You can also listen to the show over on Apple Podcasts on a day-to-day basis, which is great, or on Spotify. So make sure you guys follow us. Links to all this stuff is down below. And you can find us over at Locals at sidescrollers.locals.com. It's a great place to watch us and support us. As once again, that's growing every day, which is great. So yeah, find us over at Locals. We're going to be doing some exclusive stuff over there that we can't do over on YouTube on the regular. And of course, speaking of YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Join the 80,600 common sense lovers of common sense in the video game and entertainment spaces. We grow a little bit more every single day. Let's do our best to hit our goal of 800 likes every single show and 25 memberships. Let's get on it, doggone it. As our friend Cam, the famed NASCAR racer, says during his shows. A quick reminder, and I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that right now, this month's merchandise is focused solely on the lady to my there in that direction.
Do you understand directions?
Well, I'm thinking about you're to my left. This is my left hand, but they're looking at you to my right. So there you go. Anyways, it's the Blabs the Tower Tart karaoke shirt and bucket hat.
Wait, Yellow, you didn't know about this?
No.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for my bucket hat, Craig. My birthday's in 2 weeks, bro.
All right, bro. We'll make sure we order it for you.
Don't fuck up a woman's birthday, Craig.
Yeah, I gotta wear it for my birthday.
Sounds good.
You know how women take birthdays fucking serious.
No, I just really want the bucket hat. By the way, somebody bought me a bucket hat on my throne over the weekend. Did you see that? I put on my throne a bucket hat that says bad bitch, and somebody bought it and it got shipped already.
Nice.
Yeah.
Should we make a throne account? I feel like we should probably make a throne account.
I have a code for you.
Oh, hey, look at that. Vlad's throwing out the referral code. Let's go.
Yeah, I have 3 left. Listen, help me help you.
Hey, help me help you. There we go. All right, well, maybe we will. Sounds good, Vlad. Thank you very much. And of course, you guys can go pick up all your supplements. bluebonnetsupplements.com, which is my new supplement company. Go pick it up. Go to bluebonnetsupplements.com. Use promo code FIRST to get 10% off. Head on over there and pick it up. We'd greatly appreciate that. That is like the official the first sponsor of the show that doesn't sponsor anything, which is great. But definitely, if you want to support the show, that's a great place to do it. So bluebonnetsupplements.com. Appreciate that. Use promo code FIRST. All right. So we got a lot going on today. Thank you guys very much for all your support, being here early and being here ready to go. Once again, X is blowing up today, which is great. We had almost 1,000 people tuning in to us over on X right now, which is, man, that's awesome. Love to see that. But to appease the rabid viewership over on X, Blabs, you need to let everybody know about today in gaming history, because today is
it is a big day. Listen, I don't know if you've ever played this before, but an arcade game called
on there.
Breakout was released 48 years ago in 1976. as well as in 1996, 28 years old, which I hear is a great number, Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars was released, and then in 2001, Legend of Zelda Oracle of the Seasons was released. Now, I have not played any of these games.
What?
Yes.
Oh,
They just remade Super Mario RPG. It's so good.
I've not played it. I'm sorry.
Fake gamer.
Listen, everyone keeps saying that to me, but I've never claimed to be a gamer. I like Jurassic World and things like that.
Labs is a producer, not a gamer. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. Hey, it is important for you to recognize, though, that Breakout has been released in many names, like Arkanoid and games like it's awesome. Breakout is a great game, and it's so simple. It's a ball. You knock out the blocks. It's like your own version of Pong, except you got to knock things out. It's outstanding. One-player version of Pong. And then, of course, Mario RPG. And by the way, the Legend of Zelda Seasons and Oracles, they're the 2 games released on the same day. That was pretty awesome back in the day. So, man, that's a banger list right there. Chat, which one's the best of the 3? Let us know.
Mario RPG.
Okay, let them know.
I'm just going to assume based off those 3 that Mario wins because Mario is cool. So
Mario is cool.
I've never played a Zelda game before, but I have played Mario games before. It's true.
I'm sorry.
This isn't brand new information. It's just that you didn't know about that, Flash.
Well, hold on. This is important. I had known. Blabs, we've been doing a pretty good job of knocking out the videos pretty quick for the channel. Maybe it's time we bring back Blabs versus.
Do you want to bring the therapy bucket back and everything?
I want to let you know the therapy bucket is in my garage. It's in my garage.
Why'd you move it?
Because we haven't used we haven't had the therapy bucket.
He's part of the show.
It hasn't been for like a year, so it's about time we bring back the therapy bucket. But I'll tell you what, there have been a lot of good suggestions for Blabs versus. I think the best way to go is to start with you just playing the original Super Mario Brothers, the very first one. I think that's important for you to play. So just saying.
Is that like on what though?
There's a million ways to play it. We can definitely, yeah. So we can do that, and obviously play like the first Zelda.
What, you don't want to finish off on Sonic?
No, I don't.
What do you mean? I killed him by accident. Drowned him a few times.
And you took pleasure in that.
No, I did. Don't you remember the first time? I was like, Sonic, no! I was almost in tears.
Well, everybody does the first time they kill Sonic. Then you start to enjoy it a little bit.
I mean, I like pyrotechnics and I like blowing things up. So
that's right. See, you absolutely should enjoy it. It's good. Hey, right at the bat, we're off to a great start as Big Top came in with the $10 direct donation. Says, "Hey yo, here, take some money and please use it to help Common Sense come back." We're doing our best, Big Top. Appreciate that. With you guys showing up on a day-to-day basis, letting people know that this show exists. Let people ask, like, how can I help? Like, literally, the best way to help the show is to let people know that the show exists. That's literally the best thing you can do, because letting people know that Common Sense does exist in the video game space and that we're here and that we're here talking about it on a day-to-day basis. Like, that's literally the best thing you can do. So spread the word. Appreciate that. Thank you very much, Big Top. Schnitzel from Chowda came in. Chowda. Says Kirsche tried doxing one of my friends over the Pick Me Hogwarts crap that happened last year. She deserves to be blacklisted. Her and Marina V2. Okay, well, I mean, we're going to talk about that. I don't know if she deserves to be blacklisted, and I don't know about your personal situation, but we're definitely going to get into the Kirsche stuff. But thank you so much, Schnitzel from Chowda. Extra Zero says, Craig, a Texan only grilled 3 times in a week. What are you, an amateur? 3 times
should be every day.
Over the weekend, Extra Zero. I grilled breakfast and dinner.
What'd you make, though, is a really important question.
For breakfast, we had French toast and all sorts of meats. And for dinner, I made grilled cheese and with all sorts of meats. So, you throw meat.
Will you call that grilling? Making grilled cheese?
Well, as long as you have meats involved, I guess it's grilling.
If you have a flat top, yes. By the way, cooking. It's important. Now, I think on Friday I made.
Did you just tell a woman cooking is important? Like, what is this?
Dude, listen.
What is this patriarchal shit?
Stop mansplaining, Craig.
Yeah.
Good point.
Fuck.
God. on.
I like this idea.
It's 2024, man.
I know.
1962.
I'm sorry. Let me bend over.
That's right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, what a fucking clown world. Hey, Wolf and Wings came in as a brand new member. Let's go. Maybe cook some wings like there. Can't do that on a flat top though, or can you? I don't know. Thank you so much, Wolf and Wings. Appreciate that. And I am the Icarus came in with a $50 super chat. I'm the Icarus. Thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Rachel, you get to pick the color that goes on the wall today. We're running low on space, so we have to go very specifically. We have red, yellow, and orange right there. So which color do we want to go to with Sam?
Ooh, I'm a fan of red.
All right, red it is. It's going to be filling up. Oh no, we got a lot of space down there. I am the Icarus. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Do you know they're I'm going to get on the bit. I am the Icarus. Their frontman recently wrote a book. I have it right here. Check it out right there. Just it's a really kind of funny. It's a book about the NES game Wizards and Warriors and kind of his life in video games, but how it all started with like Wizards and Warriors. You guys ever play that game?
No.
You didn't, Blabs. I wasn't really asking you because I know you didn't play it, but Flash, you ever play Wizards and Warriors?
No.
Ha!
It's okay. I mean, it was a very niche time. It was probably about a 3 or 4 year window where Wizards and Warriors was really popular, and it hasn't been popular in 35 years or so. So, but it's interesting for sure. Well, thank you very much, Blabs.
Is it like a tabletop game?
No. It is an NES game. It's an NES
game.
Yes.
Is that Dragons? No, because they call Dragon's Quest something else. What do they call it? Dragon Warrior. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Dragon Quest was Dragon Warrior on the NES. Yes, they localized the name because whatever, right? But
Warrior sounds better than Quest.
I'll tell you, did you guys hear the Adobe Acrobat update just now on my?
No.
Okay, I thought you said that you heard that whenever.
No, I heard that last week. That was going off, but this week nothing so far.
Okay, good. Well, either way, I'm the Icarus. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Go and read off Blabs for some suggestions.
Extra zero for $1.99 says Blabs versus Ninja Gaiden. I thought that said Garden at first. I'm like, oh, do we get to play carrots and things? But no. But thank you, Extra Zero. Crazy says Blabs versus Mario World.
Oh, that'd be awesome. God, that'd be great.
DB Wild says, since Craig was mocked relentlessly until he watched The Lord of the Rings, it's time for Blabs to game. And game hard, excuse you. I have gamed hard. I have game hard. I have beaten Castlevania.
Yep.
Yes, it is on the internet.
You truly are a hardcore video gamer.
Didn't even have to say it myself.
That's right.
Rob on Wheels for £5 says, I would like to suggest that we change the name of this community to Normal Men. Oh, can we? We're just normal men.
You know, I got to be honest. G2 was great for a year ago, but I kind of like the idea of changing our community
All
name.
in favor? Aye.
You know, Rob is pretty great.
Just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
I love
It's
that clip.
happening. We're changing it.
I gotta be honest. I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm gonna let it sit on me. I'm gonna let it sit on me for a little bit.
We're just normal men. Zers.
I kind of like it.
Hayden gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, Hayden.
Let's go.
Yeah, Elite Neo says Blabs does need to finish Sonic 1. She made all the way to Scrap Brain Zone, the penultimate zone. For her to not finish the game after making it that far be a travesty. Listen, I'm okay with not finishing the game. I'm just saying, straight up. Lance says, Craig, you can't start Blabs off on the original Legend of Zelda. She's a child of the 90s and a woman. There's no way her tiny brain could handle it.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm actually very intelligent human being, but thank you. Anyway, moving on. Josh says, my wife's a grilling master, and I'm a happy man. Listen, happy wife, happy life. I hear. So.
Oh,
Some true statements there.
So Flash as a master gamer, do you think Visions of Mana will get mutilated by its localization? I hope not. I would like Square to have some W's.
Yeah, I hope it's good. I mean, I would love to actually have that be done right. Who knows? But localizers are all crazy, so I mean that's something we've learned.
They'll be replaced soon. They will be replaced soon, Flash. 100%. They'll be replaced.
Asia gifted became a YouTube member, so thank you very much. Hayden comes in response to that previous super chat saying Kirsche never doxed anyone and actively speaks out against it. She's laughed at some weirdos but never published private information and bans people from a community that do. That's bullshit claiming she doxed someone. I'll just be honest, someone who's a VTuber and trying to protect their identity and everything, I don't think would probably do that to somebody else, considering they know how private people are.
I agree. I think that's like the, people talking about unwritten rules, and we saw that nonsense that happened last week with Smash JT and all that stuff with the Kotaku blogger. As somebody who
messed up.
Yeah, that was really messy. We had Smash on to talk about it, and people were critical that we had Smash on to talk about it. It's like, fuck off, everybody. Who cares?
Why would that be a bad thing if he came on? Like he was the subject.
Once again,
There's always people.
Right. And in any subject that we talk about on the show, I would much rather talk about it with them than about them. Now, we're going to talk about Kirsche today. Blabs and I talked about this before the show. She's like, well, do you want to talk about this today? We're going to have Kirsche on next week. So we'll follow up with her then, right? But we actually have stuff directly from Kirsche's mouth in a video or from a stream that she said. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit as well. So, but yeah, man, to further your point, Blabs, for somebody who's so built around protecting identity, like I would think that the idea of doxing somebody is something that's probably not on the bingo card,
And I'm sure there are people who have done that who are just huge pieces of shit and hypocrites. But personally, from what I've seen from Kirsche, it doesn't seem like she's the type.
Yeah,
just my observations. And the last one on YouTube's for now. AE Cunningham, member for 1 month. We need normal men's shirts and bucket hats for Blabs. Well, listen, Craig, don't we have bucket hats for May?
We absolutely do. I'm glad you asked that, Blabs, because right now, this month, we have our standard good old Blabs the Tower Tard karaoke shirts. Go pick it up. Look in the description right there. Man, what great lead-in, Blabs. Wonderful job. Good. All right, look, we got a lot to talk about today. Lots to talk about. And we got this whole thing with Kirsche. We're going to dig into this Doctor Who stuff. In just a few minutes, we're actually going to bring on Kabrutus as well. This is actually not on the run sheet, and I'm sorry I'm throwing this at you guys, Dr. Rachel and Flash, but we are going to talk to Kabrutus because he is going to be joining us to talk about the DEI board, his DEI detected group server actually getting attacks over the weekend, and the insanity that is with all this stuff. So we're gonna talk about that. I just sent him the link, so when he shows up, we'll get into that. So just a heads up, he'll be joining us in just a few minutes. CG Hero over on Rumble says, glad to hear Square Enix is ditching Sony. Now, if they can fire the ethics department, fix their localization, and stop censoring, they might actually make a profit. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. Shaker came in, says, Blabs is a filthy casual gamer. Thanks.
I like the word filthy.
Mr. Blabs showing up again. Came in, says Blabs vs. Contra was pretty funny. Let's see Blabs versus Mega Man on the NES. Yeah, good stuff. Would be great. Hey, and Blabs, great news. Jawbreaker just picked up the brand new Blabs karaoke bucket hat.
Yes!
Let's go. Bucket hat representation is strong.
Yeah.
Said fun fact, when I first heard of the bucket hat, I thought of an actual bucket. This works too. Anyways, thanks, Jawbreaker. Appreciate that.
Somebody made a meme the other day with an actual bucket on my head. So
yeah, it's good stuff. All right. So joining us from the other side of the world now in Japan is Kabrutus. Kabrutus, how are you, buddy?
Hello.
Good to see you. How's everything
going?
Konnichiwa.
Yeah.
Could it actually it's konbawa because it's like 1:30 a.m. here right now.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for staying up super late with us over on the other side of the world, and delivering us such strong So it's such a strong message. So I'm going to go to your tweet that you put up over the weekend, which was kind of crazy to see. You said over on X, says, "Sup guys, always away for the whole day." Well, I'll say I don't like to read other people's posts, so I'm going to let you read this in your own voice. So fire away and fill us in on what happened over the weekend there, Kabrutus.
Oh yes. Well, straight to the point, right? I was hanging out with some friends. We were visiting some, because in Japan we have many used things store, like especially video games. And I was taking a look at some old school video games, grabbing some really cheap physical medias that they have for, PlayStation 1, 2, and this kind of stuff. I was just being a nerd, that's it.
Yep.
And suddenly I received a message from my admin on Discord called Archaeos. He's a great guy, by the way. He was the one who handled all the situation for me because I wasn't even home. I couldn't do much, I could not do much just from my cell phone.
Right.
And he just sent me a message saying this. The server has been hacked. They are nuking the channels. And I was, fuck, man. I was, what the heck, bro? And I immediately grabbed my cell phone. I took a look at the Discord server. And, it was exactly what he said. He managed to ban the hacker account. Like, I only thought that the hacker account had a few minutes, but in fact, he or her, I have no idea, he had almost 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
And he went straight to the most sensitive data channels, like the content creators channel, the game developers channel, and also the receipts channel, where we store all the receipts we gather from everything that they say about me, about the sweet baby creator, the hit pieces they made, stuff that they mention us in their podcast, those people mention us, you know what I mean? And so he knew exactly what he was doing, this was the very first thing he did as soon as he entered the server. And then after he did that, he started randomly banning people, and he managed to ban like 2,000 and something people from the server. And of course, those people didn't deserve to get banned. He was just trying to empty the server. But fortunately, Mr. Archaeos woke up, and he mentioned he was sleeping at the time, but he was receiving so many, notifications on his cell phone that he decided to take a look. And then he started, rebuilding the server. Fortunately, we have backups for the most important stuff that was stored there. And the majority of, the channels and all the structure, I think that has been rebuilt already. I just got to check this info. But if it's not completed, but it's very close, right? And I am in talks with him and my other people involved to see how we can improve the server security and what are going to be our next steps following after this situation. So that's exactly what happened.
Okay, so when exactly did this happen? When exactly was the server attacked? You said they had 2 hours of access to it.
Yeah, for me here in Japan, it was Saturday 2 p.m. Around this time, because this was the time he sent me the message.
Okay, and so you found out from one of your admins who was getting hit with notifications. So how did they do it? Did they go in and did they create a new account? Did they hack someone's existing account that was an admin? Kind of walk me, like, what was the process? How did they end up hacking it?
Well, that's a good question, because we are still trying to figure out. So the account that did this was already in the server. That's what we think. And someone gave the account a role called androids, and this role called androids can pretty much do what admins do, but we weren't able to be found to find who gave this account the android role. We don't know which account did it, which admin account did it. So it's kind of hard to figure out right now who exactly did it.
Okay, so we're talking about for those of you just popping in, we're talking about the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected group. This is a Discord server that more or less
Now it's called DEI Detected.
Yes, it has been since been rebranded, and you use that as an opportunity. Yes. So this was the Sweet Baby Inc. Detected group, which spun off as a result of the Steam curated group of the SBI Detected. And this is a server that just allows people to chat and talk about the games that Sweet Baby was associated with, and now that are more or less connected to DEI initiatives in the video game space. So why do you feel? I mean, I feel like this is a very easy question, but why do you feel they attacked the server?
Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious. They clearly don't like what I am doing. Not only me, but the gaming community is doing. Since all of this began, I have been noticing that the gaming community is, how can I put this? Is starting to educate itself more and more. I mean, just look at what happened to the Helldivers2 situation with the PSN link accounts. It's very rare to see such a a huge amount of people, of gamers, uniting for a single objective organizedly. You see content creators talking about it. People united themselves to go to the Steam store and post a negative review of the game. They protested. The gaming community protested the way it could, and it worked. We won this battle, and they know that this gave us strength. That they know that this gave us. I mean, even that. Can I mention names here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Sure.
Okay, even Alyssa Mercante, she was pissed because of the Arrowhead listening to its player base. You've seen that. I know. I mean, I'm sure you have seen what she said, right? And yeah, well, so they.
Then what did she say specifically? Just so we're not bullshitting around.
About the Helldivers2. Yeah, she said that she didn't like the way Arrowhead and the was curving, something like this, to bowing to the gamers, and that would strengthen the bad actor's position. And I'm sure that when she mentioned that, she was referring to me and Grams, and even you maybe, and she didn't like it. That's for sure. And yeah, and those people, I'm not saying that it was their doing, okay? I mean, we have no evidences. So, I mean, I just want to make it very clear. Everybody asks me, do you have any idea who did this? Bro, no, okay? I will not point my finger to anyone because I don't have evidences, okay? I don't want to be unfair, even if it means, not mentioning them. Even to them, I don't want to be unfair to anyone. I don't know who did it. I don't know if it was like Alyssa Mercant's doing, or woke people doing, or those outlets doing. I have no idea, right? So I just want to make it very clear here, and I want to be fair, okay? As soon as I find out, if I have a clue of who or what might have caused it, I will make it public, okay? So don't worry about that.
Many people have pointed out the idea of like audit logs, right? They can find out who granted the role, and looking over on Rumble, subs pointed out like the idea of root access, and like that there are logs and should be fairly easy to backtrace, as every session has a record. So there you could potentially have an easy solution to this, but I think it's a matter of finding people over on Discord that are not, I don't know, for lack of a better word, not part of the system, right? And there this could be an inside job, from Discord. You never know, right? That's the thing about this. So yeah. Go ahead, Kabrutus.
No, yes, I mean, we are considering this too. Just to mention, okay, we are not discarding any possibility. Everybody. Everything is a possibility, and yes, we know that this can be an inside job. And talking about the logs, we try to search them, but there is no mention of Android Road, bro. I mean, it's very, very weird. We don't find. Of course, going to the logs was the very first things that my admin did, and he told me, he sent me the screenshots, and he told me, yo, you are the server's owner, you can go check yourself. Just okay, I'm gonna do it, bro. It isn't there. It's very, I mean, I have no idea, man. I just filter by all the roles, we'll have this filter option on Discord that you can check every role gave for and who did it and who gave the role. It isn't there. This Android's role, it isn't there. No, it doesn't even exist there. So I have no idea, really.
But yeah,
I have no idea why.
Kabrutus, you should be able to check audit logs on Discord to see who had the role, Google how to do it. Right. Well, I'll tell you what, man, do us a favor. We appreciate you coming on this morning, or I guess overnight for you, telling us about it. Is there anything like that anybody else should know about this? I mean, obviously we'd love to, as you find more information about this, hopefully, keep us updated, and we'll continue to spread the word about it. I think it's important because, this is very clearly an attack, right? On
yes,
trying to, especially with the idea of going directly after sensitive. I'm not even going to use the term sensitive stuff. This is all publicly available information that you guys are compiling, right? So I mean, I've seen it, so it's not that bad. But is there anything that you want to add to this before we let you go?
Yes, I just first, I'm sorry, but thank you for the invitation again. I forgot to thank you the first time I thought, so thank you, bro. Appreciate. Yes, I just want to make it very clear to whoever may be watching this that I'm not afraid. This doesn't scare me at all, and I won't stop. In fact, I will double down. You guys can keep trying. We have the infos we need stored. We have backups, and I won't stop. Just today, I released a new update on my website, so I won't stop. That's all I want to say.
All right, my man. Appreciate it. Love it. Go get some rest. Middle of the night over there in Japan. Go to sleep, buddy. Go to sleep. Thanks for coming on.
I'm gonna try, bro, because I'm facing some insomnia right now. But I'm trying. Okay.
All right, brother. We'll catch you later. All right. Thanks so much for popping in.
See you
all right. Everyone, go check out the DEI Detected website and obviously the Discord group. Kabrutus is a good dude, and or I'm sorry, he's a horrible, horrible person. No, he's great. All right. Well, we'll keep you guys updated on that. A quick follow-up as we transition into some more news. Hey, Dr. Rachel, are you a big Lord of the Rings fan?
I am indeed, and I feel like I know exactly what you're about to say. Tomorrow's going to be awful.
Oh, no, you're not looking forward to tomorrow's big news? That tomorrow, the world teaser trailer?
No.
We don't even have, trailers immediate. We're teasing the trailer.
I know. Yeah, it's just a teaser trailer, but I mean, I know a lot of my friends and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna tear it to shreds. So be on the lookout as we post it on Twitter.
Hold on.
Tear it to shreds.
As pointed out in the chat, I am the resident Lord of the Rings super fan here. I am the expert. All right. Why are you going into this with such negative mindset? You negative Nelly.
Oh,
Wait,
it's so
does
bad.
Craig not know about Rings of Power all that much?
Fucking dog shit show.
Okay, so Craig, you've seen Lord of the Rings. Have you watched Rings of Power yet?
Listen, as the resident Lord of the Rings super fan, who has seen all the films in the last month, I guess probably 5 weeks now.
What are the hobbits' names?
Listen, the hobbits' names are not important when it comes to dealing with Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, which is the next wonderful movie released from the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Actually, Rings of the Power is not the next movie. That's the Rings of the Power is this is the mini series, right? That's coming out.
The mini series?
The series? I don't know. Listen,
we're just normal men.
As the Lord of the Rings super fan here on the channel, I have not seen the Rings of Power. I did not watch the previous.
Don't bother.
Oh, okay.
You're lucky.
It's so bad, man. It's one of the worst shows I think I've ever seen. It's
okay. What about it? Why? Well, that's the thing I don't like. How can you take something that was loved by so many people, that I enjoyed watching through Lord of the Rings as the latest new super fan? Give me a tweet. If you were to write a tweet about the first season of this.
Boring.
Why?
Oh, well.
How long can this tweet be? Because I watched it and I did a review of it on Twitter when it came out. But yeah,
Well,
it's
so-
just it. Oh, it's so lore breaking. They tried to basically take like every aspect of Tolkien lore and twist it. It doesn't make sense. The characters are boring and just not likable at all. I think I ended up liking one character at first, and then basically by that I mean she was all right, and then hating her by the end of it.
Oh no,
she was okay.
Not alt-right, Craig. She was alt-right. I liked her.
Yeah, totally alt-right. No, it just the characters aren't likable. The CGI was laughable, and that's what they were trying to praise. Is like the big thing, like visually, it was not good. I mean, I know so many of us were laughing at the warg, if y'all remember that part, and the horse race along the beach scene is terrible. Just nothing about it was good. I'm a cosplayer, so I try to focus in on visual aspects and costuming, and the costuming was god awful as well. There was nothing likable about the show. Nothing.
So this is going to be season 2 of this show. That they're okay. Okay. Should I go back and watch this as part of locals?
They weren't. People in the chat are pointing out that they weren't hobbits, and they're right. They couldn't use hobbits, so they made Harfoots the hobbits or something. It's I like my knowledge, like you, ends and begins with the movies. I never read the books, but so they tried to change, put these Harfoots in there, and they were really boring and cringy. And the sets I thought looked like a play, in my opinion. Like they looked too shiny and new. The show wasn't very well done. And what's the funniest thing about that to me is they gave this, and it's like one of the most expensive shows ever made, and they gave it to these people that have never done anything. That's like first-time showrunners. What is with Hollywood giving these people that have never done anything these multi-million-dollar shows? It's amazing to me.
Couch
Here you go.
auditions.
You've never done a show before. Here's $1 billion show.
Right.
We want you to run this, even though you've never done a show like this before. The Lucasfilm's doing the same thing with that Rey movie that they're making. The woman,
and the Acolyte and all that stuff too.
well, the woman making the Rey movie, all she's done are gender documentaries. She's never directed a movie before. They're like, here you go. Here's this $100 million movie. Go ahead. I liked your gender documentary, though. Beautiful. You're the person to handle this $200 million movie or whatever it's going to cost. It's some of the dumbest decision making for a business I've ever seen.
Well, speaking of like dumb business decisions, as reported about 30 minutes ago, Agatha TV show, the new Marvel show, has been renamed to Agatha, the Lion Witch with Great Wardrobe.
Yeah, I saw that.
So that's like a pun on Narnia.
It's like the 5th time they've changed that name.
It's like a Google Translate after 5.
They've changed it like 5 times.
Yeah, that's just like a mistranslation. Like if you translate it to one language and then another, and then you end up with that. That's what that looks like.
Nobody's going to watch this show. Talk about another stupid business decision.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring it up. But just so stupid.
Silver Surfer, who's that? Let's give Agatha a show. Some
I love the
fucking
idea.
bum character nobody gave a shit about.
Who is Agatha? Who is
She's a witch in freaking WandaVision.
She used to do stuff with. She's like an older character. She was never big. I remember her like doing some stuff with the Avengers, but I don't remember a lot about her. And for some reason, she's like their biggest thing now.
You know what's funny about this is I always think of like the corporate speak that these people, when they're on stage giving these presentations, they have to. It's like every time you see a press release, there's always like the trademark symbol next to the name of the proper property, whatever, Star Wars trademark, right? Whenever there's some sort of corporate CEO or VP or whatever, they're up on stage giving some sort of presentation. They have to say the entire name the entire time. So this guy's up on stage. He's like, previously been like, well, what Agatha is going to be about? Now he has to say, Agatha, the Lying Witch in the Great Wardrobe every single time. And it's just word vomit and just more more of this gobbledygook. It's just think about the
Word
hurdles.
salad.
Yes, the word salad. All right. Anyways,
Yeah,
well,
see, people in the chat are getting it right. This is what I remember. She was like a nanny. Faye says she was a nanny for Reed and Sue. Yeah, like that's what I remember. And like all of a sudden, they're trying to make her into like the hottest Marvel character.
With this,
All
she's
right.
gonna have like
I'm blown
some
away.
sad backstory.
Like many Marvel fans, I am always blown away by the decisions of Marvel Studios and who they choose to pop up.
I'm with Roddy on this one. That one's just a pun on Narnia, like I was saying before. It's stupid.
Yep.
were the Chronicles of Narnia? Sorry, do you remember that meme back in the day? The Chronicles of
No,
Narnia
the
meme?
only time they made the good pun was that Doctor Who episode where they made
Oh.
the title of it. It was a Christmas special, and that one was cool.
Hold on.
Moving
I
on.
need to put this on my notes. Chronicle of Narnia. Blabs. Did you watch Chronicle of Narnia, Blabs?
Of course, I've seen 1, 2, and 3, and I read the first book when I was a kid. I know how to read.
I heard they were awful.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. I was like, man.
You know what?
So-
Maybe we'll do that. We'll have you react to the Narnia meme from back in the day.
I'm still waiting for you to watch that Taking the Hobbits to Isengard video.
We can do it after the show today. That's
Okay.
important stuff to do. This is important content that has to be done.
It
on the
is.
channel.
Then we'll do
Do
Why
it
is the One-
live. Fuck it, do it live.
We don't want to get flagged for it live. That's the problem. So, but
Do you think
yeah,
that would get flagged?
in
I don't know.
Narnia.
Chronicles of Narnia may, because that's a
That
song.
would, but I don't know if taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Then we'll
would.
have to show Craig why is the rum gone also.
The rum gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew came in with a $5 direct donation. Says, I did not expect my prediction. My prediction super chatted on Side Scrollers a little while ago about Microsoft getting tired of the Xbox division losing money and would shake things up to come true this quick. Will Microsoft abandon hardware and license Xbox to third parties? Yeah, so there's the rumor right now, and I want to dig in a little more into this another show, but there's a rumor right now that they're going to abandon Xbox and just call it Microsoft Gaming. And
I thought internally they were already doing that.
yeah, I mean, okay, sounds great.
That's weird.
So, yeah.
Xbox was their cool brand, Craig,
Oh,
and it's gone.
well, now it's gone. So Microsoft is now just a bunch of Bill Gates and Bill Gates nerds. It's crazy. Dude came in with a 5, says, if you want to watch ancient girl boss elf that's racist towards a group that wants to kill all humans, watch Freerun instead. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
Dude,
You know that.
Freerun is amazing. 10 on 10 anime.
Everyone says it's great.
Great music, great story. The animation's beautiful. Yeah.
Zach came in and says they changed Dragon Quest to Dragon Warrior when it was released because there was a board game in the US called Dragon Quest and there was copyright issues. America. Thanks, Zach. Appreciate that.
That makes
Thanks.
sense.
Yeah. Rod
That's why
says
they didn't
Blab
call.
Ninja. Oh, go ahead.
That's why they didn't call Pokemon Pocket Monster.
Rod says Blabs versus Ninja Crusaders. That'd be a fun one. James says because you went from J.R.R. Tolkien to Amazon broken. Thanks,
Haha.
man. Nathan came in and says the TLDR, the Rings of Power, doesn't follow any lore because they don't have any of the rights to adapt anything to do with the books. That's hilarious.
It's
I've
like an
heard that.
appendices. The entire show is based on an appendices.
Sun Wuku says, I avoided the Rings of Power after how they screwed up the Wheel of Time. I stopped watching at the third episode. Shake my head. Thanks so much, Sun Wuku. And Pyro Ronpa says, there was a guy literally peeing on camera in one of the Superfan videos. They were walking on set and some guy was peeing in the corner. All right.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Sounds pretty crazy. All right, let's go to some big story here. This is actually pretty big. As Square Enix, let's head over to Niche Gamer. Square Enix has announced a new plan to, quote, aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy. And you may be asking yourself, why is that a big deal? Because they've always had a tie to one of the companies, whether it's Sony or Microsoft or even Nintendo back in the day. They're now saying they're going to go cross-platform and release their games everywhere, which is, I think in today's marketplace, pretty damn smart. But it has not gone without some criticism along the way, which we'll get to very shortly. I see most people have praised the strategy. The relevant bit from their new plan: diversify earning opportunities by strengthening customer contact points. Like customer contact points, what a corporate gobbledygook. Shift to a multi-platform strategies for high definition titles. Which are we really like? What's HD these days? Is that 4K, 1080p, 720? Like, what are we talking here? The group will aggressively pursue a multi-platform strategy that includes Nintendo platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, and PCs, especially in regards to major franchise and AAA titles, including catalog titles. It will build an environment where more customers can enjoy our titles. In addition, it will also devise a platform strategy for SD, what was it, standard definition titles that includes not only iOS and Android, but also the possibility of PC launches. Okay, I guess that makes sense when it comes to games on your phone are not high definition, I guess. Whatever. So anyways, yeah,
aren't
that's
they
the
though? I don't.
I thought so, but I don't know. I guess not. So, Dr. Rachel, let's go to you first. Your thoughts on the idea of Square Enix casting their net as wide as possible today?
Oh God. Honestly, like I can see it's weird because I'm fake gamer. I guess I'm not a huge gamer, but I can see the benefits to it, just like getting the games out there, but also with all the news, like with Sony and everything, just being like, oh, hey, by the way, now you need a network account with us. And oh, if your country doesn't have it, we're pulling the game. I can see like that being an issue, but with making things cross all kinds of platforms, I guess it opens up people to be like, well, I don't have this game or like this console, so I can get this one and play the game. So it has pros and cons. It's just really tough to figure out what's going to be the best.
You know you're muted.
You're muted.
I do now. Thank you. Flash, I think you're going to get a real big kick out of this right here. As I don't know if you saw this tweet earlier, because this is real, by the way. Now, this tweet here says Square Enix announced a shift to multi-platform strategy as part of their new business plan. Right. This and the quote tweet to this, which I have hidden right now, I'm going to scroll up, is probably. I mean, I can't believe this is still up. This guy says, and I'm going to read this verbatim. PS5.
Oh my God!
This is a real tweet.
What?
PS5.
Whoa. Can you send me that link, please?
Flash has got a video coming up.
That's a
PS5
short, at least.
Are now treated like black people in 1939 USA. We are now second-class gamers, and neither Sony or Square care about us anymore. Just like black people had to give up their civil rights, we PlayStation gamers are having to forfeit our exclusives.
Damn, what a stretch.
Wow.
It's like they're making us drink out of a different fountain.
Oh my God, it's so freaking funny.
It's the same thing.
What a fucking moron.
Totally the same.
Fanboys are they're a special kind of breed.
Yeah, Sony ponies.
But that's quite the pony. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is the pony. Flash, I put it in the chat there for you, buddy. I'm going to put that for you so you can
You'll
go
flash like,
explore that
thank
first.
you.
Okay.
So anyways, not everybody's taking the news as well as you would expect people to take the news. Game for everybody, except not, like, it's hilarious. These people are great. Whew. Okay. If we can all move past the black people in 1939 analogy from Sony players today. Let's go to another big story. Our lead story today over here on the show. A big story. I think it's a big story. I think it's important. As our friend Kirsche has been banned from Off-Kai Expo. This is a VTuber event, and Kirsche has been banned. You would think that Kirsche would be in bad shape. It's tough stuff. The ban effectively blacklists Kirsche from participating in any official capacity, despite a claim from the official Off-Kai account that is not a blacklist, as she's free to attend or participate in other ways. but just not as a panel. So here we go. So there we go. And you may be asking yourself, what did she do? What did she do? Well, I have a video pulled up from Kirsche, which I think we can watch in probably, time and a quarter speed, or time and a half speed, just in the interest of kind of getting through it. It's a few minutes long, but she really explains the situation. And I think it's important to see kind of the interactions that she had, because she found out she was banned. And once again, this crazy Fox lady found out that she was banned. So the best possible solution is to reach out and find out why you were banned in a situation, which I think is a very logical thing. So let's take a few minutes and find out why Kirsche was banned from this expo here, Off-Kai Expo. This is straight from Kirsche. Let's go take a look real quick. Once again, we're going to watch this in time and a half speed. So if it sounds a little fast, that's why.
So I messaged Off-Kai on Twitter, and as you can see, this is literally the first time I've ever spoken to them. I was like, hello, Off-Kai Expo people.
Is that too fast? Is she speaking too fast?
A little bit.
Okay, I'll slow it down to time and a quarter then. Sounds good. I watch things in a very, I try to, if I could read twice as fast, I would. Instead, I watch videos twice as fast. So I watch things in time and a half or 2x speed. So I'm used to it, but others may not be. So here we go.
Slated to be on a panel for the upcoming Off-Kai. However, I just received notice today that I would apparently be too risky to have on said panel by the Off-Kai organizers. And I'm curious what the issue is. I appreciate you getting back to me. Thanks. And the Off-Kai staff responded, hey, Kirsche, sorry about the back and forth. We usually ask to approve any co-panelist ahead of time, but this case fell through the cracks. We hope you understand that given the current tumultuous state of VTubing, we would like to avoid collaboration with somewhat polarizing creators such as yourself. And I was like, no, actually, I do not understand, as I personally have no issues getting sponsors, short or long term, with both products and games.
I love that she pushes back. She's like, no, I don't get it. Sorry, you son of a bitch. Like, why would you do, what's the issue? I'm totally brand safe. What's that, Flash?
I just laughed.
Oh.
Can we admire her new glow up for her avatar with the jiggle physics?
Yeah, strong jizzle.
I noticed that was the first thing I noticed. Like, hey, look, bouncy.
Before we started, somebody got upset that we dead costumed her.
I saw that.
I don't think they were really upset. It was just, whatever. We're dead costuming VTubers now. Fox won. All right, so here we go.
Do not promote hateful rhetoric, and I'm genuinely surprised that I would be blacklisted from your convention. It feels more like a single person who dislikes me has poisoned the well. You guys have hosted VTubers who have participated in harassment campaigns, which leaves me even more confused as to what part of my content would be a problem. And Off-Kai responded, I can assure you that no single person would have the ability to make such a call, and that this is also not a sponsor-related issue. Please understand that we are an all-volunteer run event, and your name coming up made a number of our staff uncomfortable.
Bingo, right there. So some of the staff was uncomfortable by Kirsche being there, so she's not allowed to go. Like, we used to do this thing called pussy ass bitches. Back in the day, these are pussy ass bitches. That's what these people are. PABs, as if you will. And I guarantee all these people have PIBs with pronouns and bios as on their social media here. So some members of the staff felt uncomfortable. Let's go and continue here.
We value our team a lot and do not want to cause issues this close to the convention. That is why the executive team decided against having you participate in the panel. This is not a blacklisting. You are still free to attend or participate in other ways. I'm sorry, but this is the amount of information I'm able to share. When I read, we value the team, we don't want to cause issues this close to the convention, that's why they decided against having you participate. This made me think of the Niji Sanji language, where they're like, yeah, this will be negligible.
Let's go!
This is not a blacklisting. You are still free to attend or participate in other ways. If I am not able to participate in panels, that is a blacklisting. If I can still come as a normal attendee by paying you, that just means I'm not banned from the convention. There's a difference between being blacklisted and being banned. And if I am not able to participate in panels because I make staff uncomfortable, why the hell would I want to give you my money to show up?
All I feel very valid points. Dr. Richard, you attend. You go to a lot of conventions. You love to cosplay. As an attendee who goes to a lot of conventions and cosplays and looks spectacular when you do. Have you ever felt I don't know, whenever you see somebody there at an event, maybe a speaker, somebody doing a panel, have you ever felt threatened or upset that they were there? And if you have, what was your reaction?
Well, I've never felt that way because I'm not a PAB.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's someone I don't like or whose opinions I don't want to listen to, you know what I do? I just don't go to their panel.
Shit.
Ooh.
That's not
Or if
hard,
it's someone
just-
doing someone doing a signing out in the open, I don't want to get, I don't want to get in line for them and get something signed. I don't get in their line. I walk right by. Conventions are so busy that even a staff member who's uncomfortable with her doesn't have to be doing the tech for her panel. They can do tech for other people's panels.
They could switch with somebody. Do
Yeah.
something else.
Well, I'll tell you this, as pointed out here, isn't this convention entirely virtual? So that's the thing about this is a virtual event. Like Kirsche doesn't exactly show up. She's not like walking around the convention. She does exactly what she does on her streams. And when she appears on our show and when she appears in other people's shows, she turns on her camera and she speaks. And that is her appearance at the convention. And so like, she's not actually there to threaten anybody. Right. And they go in a little bit deeper on this and with her response. And it's pretty great. I would like to continue this, but I want to point out, good God, J Mac came in with 20 gifted memberships today. J Mac, that is spectacular. Thank you so much for your support. Good God, do we love that. If you guys got a gifted membership, make sure you say a thank you and consider paying it forward. We'd genuinely appreciate all that. Boom, look at that. And I'll tell you this, before let me put J Mac on the wall and let's go let this play real quick. And we'll continue this her response and interaction. Because once again, I feel like while we will talk with Kirsche about this next week when she's on, I think it's important to hear this directly from her in video form. There we go. By the way, love her face.
It's way worse. It's very amusing. So I say, I think if people are accusing me of making them uncomfortable, I have a right to know what I have said or done to cause that, especially if it is affecting my ability to participate in panels and having an effect on my friends as well. Again, you have platformed VTubers who actively participated in harassment, something I have never done. So I do not understand the issue with my presence. Also, to say that this isn't a blacklisting is disingenuous. You're telling me I'm not allowed to participate in panels, which is a blacklisting. I haven't heard back from you guys today, so as you can see, there's a jump in a date. It's been a day. Haven't heard back from you guys today, and I would like to be able to rectify this privately if possible. However, if left no other option, I will be speaking about this publicly. And then someone else responded that says, hello, this is Lysander. I'm the director of this year's Offkai. And if you're open to it, I'd like to talk about it more in depth. I'll try to give you as much information as I can about it, but as you may guess, it's complicated. As I go into the DMs that I had with the director of Offkai, I want to preface anything else said with please do not bother the Offkai staff. Please do not do anything that would further make their claims seem real when they say that they are uncomfortable. I'm really sorry for interrupting.
Skip ahead real quick. So right here, I'll just kind of TLDR this instead of watching the entire video, which we could do, but we're not going to. But the organizers, like right here, it's really, this gets exactly to the point here. So we have members on the staff who are fans of you and your work and other members who are not. I think it's fair to say you are a bit controversial with a lot of your takes, especially for a staff largely based in California.
There it goes.
So yes, I think we circled it up right there. So
they did Californians, man.
Yeah. Well, Kirsche did post the exact things that they were offended by, and mostly, it's her talking about things that she was, her just jokes that she made that these people found offensive, and some of them have as few as like 2 likes on them. But so people are going through and they're searching her profile for words like pronouns or whatever, looking for things to be offended by during this. And that's kind of the name of the game with a lot of this stuff is people are just searching for everything. But the blowback hasn't just been on in a situation like this where you see people banned, and we before the show, Blabs and I were talking about it, and I said this is no different than if Rachel was to get banned, right, from a convention for saying something, or Kara, or Des, who got pulled from performing at an event, right? She got canceled. This is no different. This comes back to somebody said something. So people were so soft. They were Charmin, and they went in and they were so offended that they said, "Hey, I don't want her here because she's going to violate my safe space." Now, people have pushed back, and you see, this is a VTuber who said, "Hi, I'm supposed to be at your con for a meet and greet on behalf of a third-party vendor. I'm really disappointed that Kirsche has been blacklisted. Unfortunately, unless the blacklist is removed, she is allowed to participate in the panel, I will not be attending." So people are doing good when it comes to that. Mm-hmm. And Rev, who we've talked about on the show several times, who I'd love to have on the show sometimes, says, "Hello, official or off Kai. I'm supposed to be doing a meet and greet for my community at your convention. I'm going to be honest. I was looking forward to this event, but I don't care about my slot at all if you're going to be blacklisting people like Kirsche. If you're going to blacklist her, you might as well blacklist me too. I won't be supporting official Kai Expo in any way until the situation is handled fairly. Talking about this more in a video tomorrow." So, and I think that's the way to respond to this, is the idea that, like, hey, look, I'm not down with this. If you're going to be blacklisting people, I'm not going to attend either. I don't know. Flash, what are your thoughts on all this? Like, this is not the first time we've seen people removed from conventions for not towing the company line or potentially offending people. Just your overall thoughts on this, Flash.
I think it's stupid because you're just turning away money. The amount of people that show up for these, like, to support people. I mean, we've seen, look at Gina Carano. She goes to these conventions and she's got a line for miles. I saw it with, I don't know if you're aware of the whole Vic Mignogna thing that happened. They were banning him, and wherever he goes, he has giant lines. It's like you're just turning down money for a small group of people that don't even really support anything. Did you see those protesters for Gina? Like, she was at a Toronto
there was
convention.
Like 5 of them in Vancouver.
There's like 5 of them.
Right.
I mean, the only people that are mad are just people on social media. Well, in this case, there's apparently people working on the thing that are uncomfortable. So 3 people, it's ridiculous.
Well, they go further.
Disappointing thousands of people for 3 people.
Right. And their response to that is, we don't have a whole lot of staff. They're not paid. We don't pay our staff anything. And if they're upset, then we don't have people to do this, to run this event. Right. And I think at that point, it's just a business decision. Don't you look at them and be like, hey, with the money we're going to generate from having Kirsche here, sorry, I know we're not paying you. Sorry, we've worked together, but I got to do what's best for everybody who's going to attend, not just you. And I think that's a great metaphor for everything that's happening is you see these people who are complaining, who are whining, who are like, oh, I'm so offended by Kirsche. And then they get their way. But the best way to push back is to do exactly what these other VTubers are saying, is like, hey, I will not attend. Rev said, I will not attend if you're gonna be doing this, because this is still a small event. This event's only a couple years old. And their logic was, as we grow, we'll be able to withstand such pressure. It's like, yes, but you're setting a precedent right now that anytime there's any sort of pushback or any sort of uncomfortable feelings, then there's going to be issues. And it's okay, because remember that time that Kirsche made people uncomfortable? Well, we didn't let her come. And I think that's the issue, is that you're setting a precedent very early on with all this. So we'll talk to Kirsche next week when she's on, which is sure to be chaos. Once again, she'll be joining us with Razor Fist next Tuesday. So it's going to be fucking chaos. Rachel, do you have any closing thoughts on that before we?
Yeah, I think it's just a couple things. It's crazy that people will get so offended that they will go, like you said, digging into someone's profile with these keywords to try to look to be more offended. It's just the kind of faux research you're doing to try and be offended, to try to justify your out of place feelings is insanity to me. But the other thing I was thinking of, yes, I think it's a good thing that these other VTubers are stepping up and saying, no, this is wrong. I'm not going to be there. I also think it'd be interesting if some of the volunteers there also said, you know what, if you're going to be doing this, I don't want to work for this company. I don't want to volunteer for this con anymore. I think if some of the volunteers stepped up as well, it could help make a really big impact.
I think Savvy really nailed it here with this last tweet. She says, if you don't think a small number of people will obsessively comb through your tweets and try to ruin any appearance you have, they will they will demand you be silenced because they cannot live in an open and free market of ideas. They will cry, kick, and scream if they don't get their way. Infantile behavior like that used to be treated as such. Now it's reinforced by those desperate to look, quote, morally right, despite it quite literally being antithesis to the concept of diversity. Instead of discussion, it calls for silence. Instead of, hey, you do you, it calls for silence. No more silence. Everyone should speak up. Everyone should no longer fear any of this. Don't give them that power, that vanity, and that pride, because in truth, there is nothing to fear. It's fine to disagree with someone, but you can do so in a respectful way. You can mute what you don't want to see. You can see less of thanks to Twitter curation. But if someone else's ideas really ruin your day to the point of infantile behavior where you can't function, it might be time to get off the internet for a little while and have some lavender tea.
Well said.
Yes, that is what Savvy does. Savvy nails it in the most eloquent of ways. So once again, we will have Savvy on joining us very, very soon again. All right, now, Dr. Rachel, I know we only have you for another 20 minutes or so, right? So, so we will definitely be expedite with our next few stories. So we'll be quick. Did you guys see the new Helldivers mod? Flash, did you see this one?
Yeah, the Star Wars one. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty great. Let's check this one out. This is a new video popping around. This is from Toasted Shoes. They have a YouTube channel that's devoted to these, and they put up these little teasers here. Check this out.
We modded Helldivers into the ultimate Star Wars game. That's right. My mod team has made the ultimate Star Wars mod.
I can't hear his voice, but anyway, I don't want to hear his voice. But
What's
you can
wrong with that?
It's so like, we did this, so here we are. It's very like Mr. Beastie, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We can get the point without the volume on.
Right.
But you gotta listen for the music, bro. But
music's gonna get you copyright.
Right. But you can see
it does look really good.
It looks spectacular. It really does. And I mean,
look at that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, look at that.
This is like what Battlefront 2 should have been at the very end.
I was just thinking that too.
Man, if we had gotten a Battlefront 3, I feel like everyone would have like done the meme where everyone shakes hands in the Star Wars community because they'd be like, yeah.
Pretty good stuff. Anyway, so that's new, and everyone loves new mods. So they have a full video on their channel, which I didn't go watch, but I got the gist here in the 30-second teaser that they had. I think that'd be fun to do. Has everyone gotten over the Helldivers stuff yet? Blabs, I know you're still on the you're still pretty upset.
I haven't installed it still. Not really.
You're still on the aspect of you feel like they were bait. They did the bait and switch, right?
They kind of did. So
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying that's what you feel. Yeah.
Yeah, I have not installed the game or anything.
Flash, are you still? Go ahead, Flash.
It's put a bad taste in my mouth. Everything that's happened. Like I haven't played it since all this controversy started with it. In fact, I started playing other games, which is not good for that game.
Really? You just totally ghosted the game, huh?
Yeah, I haven't played it in weeks.
Wow, that's crazy. I thought you would have been the first one on board because you were so in it. That's good for you, Flash. Good for you. It's great. Well, since you are such a big Helldivers 2, or I guess were a big Helldivers 2 fan, how would you describe the genre of game that Helldivers 2 would be?
P versus E.
Player versus environment. Yes, for those who don't know. So you got a PvE. You would not describe it as an RPG or a role-playing game? Would you describe it that way?
No, it's a shooter.
Okay. Well, Games Radar would. Games Radar came out with a video about 1:15 talking about how Helldivers 2 is the best RPG of 2024. And they quickly they got community noted on it as this is not an RPG. Let's go and watch this 1:15 video here. I don't know who this person is, but here it is. Let's check it out.
Just like the movie Starship Troopers, Helldivers 2 is a brilliant metatextual satire on overt patriotism, colonialism, and political propaganda. Like Starship Troopers, Helldivers 2 manipulates its format in clever ways to point out the ludicrous nature of its own fiction. Visit the game's Superstore section, for example, and the armoured suits and helmets are all displayed with enthusiastic customer reviews, just like items on Amazon. What Helldivers 2 does is invite players to take part as performers.
Okay, so she goes. I'm hesitant to say she, but she goes through and she talks about it, and then here's the last 15 seconds.
I think role-playing should mean something more than simply a game type where you take a character class, level up, and tick off branches on a skill tree. And in this respect, I think Helldivers 2 is the best RPG of 2024. What do you think?
You're an idiot.
I just hate the way she talks. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe
It's the best game of 2024.
I don't know, maybe she's just like on the spectrum or something, but she's like, what do you think? I'm like, what's wrong with you?
She's a kindergarten teacher.
Confusing RPG with immersion.
Yeah, bingo. Because at its core, if you really want to talk about, what a role-playing game is, right? The idea of we've talked about this before, the immersive experience. There's these generic buzzwords that are being thrown around the video game space. And if you want to be very generic with it, any game you play is a role-playing experience. There's a role-playing, like if I'm playing, I always love going back to Streets of Rage 2. I am somebody who's cleaning up the streets. My role that I'm playing in the game, the RPG, is that I am beating up bad guys. If I play, whatever, pick any game. If I play a Star Wars game, my role that I'm playing in the game, in the is that of a space marine, whatever.
My favorite RPG is Crash Bandicoot.
Right. The role that you're playing in the game is that of a wombat. So anyways, it was just kind of fun. This is not the first or last time that we've seen Games Radar make really stupid statements recently. They've made some really dumb statements in the last couple months. None of which that I can recall. But I used to think Games Radar was just in the back of my head, their brand has been sullied in the last 4 to 6 weeks after stupid statements that they made. I should have pulled up some other tweets that they had, but it was, very dumb things. And that tweet has been ratio to all heavens, just from the idea of calling it an RPG. So, all right, let's go ahead and continue on. By the way, between YouTube and X and Rumble, record viewership today. Over 5,000 people tuning in today.
It's Rachel. It's all Rachel.
Yeah, right.
Give everybody a nice big smile for a thumbnail. Let's go there.
There you go. Well, she's never on like in months, and all of a sudden she comes back on 5,000. It's Rachel.
Kirsche's in the chat. Said she heard someone was talking shit.
Oh, Kirsche's in the chat. There it is. Yes, Kirsche. Hey, let's get you in here. Let's get Kirsche in here. We're talking about you. We're talking match. No. We're talking here. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna send her the link. See if Kirsche can show up, because maybe
slinging.
Maybe we get a little more detail on this, because we're talking about your story, Kirsche, and we wanted to get in on it, and we're gonna have you on next week. But let me see. Hop in if you want.
She says, "Sure, give me a minute."
All right, sounds good. Link is in here. All right, Kirsche will be joining us, which is great.
We'll see if her favorite RPG is Tetris.
All right, let's talk about this before Kirsche gets in. Let's talk about this Doctor Who stuff, right? Now, Rachel, are you a Doctor Who fan?
I'm a recent Doctor Who fan. Yes, my fiance got me really into it. He's a huge fan. So I was watching the new Who. I think it started in like 2005. So that through Capaldi, and we just been following all the news since, and it's so bad. It's so bad what they're doing now.
All right, so let's talk about what they're doing now. The new season, as Blabs has pointed out several times, this is like a total reboot of Doctor Who, right?
Yeah, so they're doing it's a soft reboot, and they're calling it season 1.
Yeah.
And it's like, huh? So.
Are we going to talk about Metro UK deleting their
Yeah,
account
we have
after
that
they
all
told?
queued up.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so here's from our boy Disparu says, they're over here. This is the new Doctor here, right? And you see the fresh reviews from
of course,
from the reviewers. They love it.
What a surprise!
It's not been very well received by the audience in the first 2 episodes. There's been a lot going on here. Now, Black, you want me to share this right here?
Yes,
This
you've
is
not seen this clip, and I need you to watch it and just let it play out. It'll be a roller coaster for you.
Now, this is the bad. Is the enemy in the game in the series? The new
yeah,
the villain.
It's the villain.
By the way, had some dental work done.
Yes,
In the
that is
back.
the least of my concerns.
All right, here we go. I've not seen a second of this. Oh, for fuck's sake! You get like that can't be real. Like that's
It's real. I told you it was a roller coaster.
wow.
Yep. Wow.
Wow.
That's my daddy.
I'm them, but I'm also his dad.
How is that even possible?
God.
Are you 5 dads? Are you multiple dads?
Are the dads in the room with us right now?
Okay, this brings up a really good question, though, right? And this, here, right here, Honorable Joe says $10 says they're going to be a Mr. villain. There's no way they can make an LGBT character a villain, right?
Yeah.
That was the biggest surprise to me, was seeing a drag queen villain, because they never villainize them.
So they announced that like months ago, and then I forgot all about it.
I agree with that comment. It's gonna be misunderstood villain, sympathetic, probably reformed at the end of the arc.
It's freaking from Hocus Pocus. What is her name? Her.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it.
I mean, it's very I don't know how you can not see it. I mean, that is whew, right there side by side. Clear inspiration. And here we go. This is also from Gary. Says Doctor Who's newest villain might drive away some viewers. Good riddance. May not be may not have done as well as they thought it was going to do. As like they are doing their best to get people to not watch this show. As the reviews of this are the viewership of this has not been as some would say good, as it had the worst overnight in franchise history. And because they had said that, and this reference right here, guess 3 to 5 new people for every fan that left didn't magically materialize. This was a reference to them saying that for every person that was upset about the LGBTQ representation that left the show, every fan, they would have 3 to 5 new people show up because of it. That seems like the most tone-deaf statement.
Did they actually say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where was that said?
Dr. Rachel, you're obviously familiar with this, yes?
Yeah, so that was Shudigawa, and I think someone else, like one of the other crew on it, like was supporting Shudigawa, saying, I think he tweeted out or an interview or something. He was saying how, like, people who aren't around, I don't want you around, and so the actual drag person said it.
Yes. RuPaul's Drag Race star, Jinx Monsoon, totally real name, by the way.
Did you say Drew Paul?
No, I said RuPaul.
I heard Drew Paul. Anyway, go on.
Okay, well, whatever. RuPaul. RuPaul's Drag Race, which, by the way, is Oh my God! All right, who plays the over the top villain Maestro in the new Doctor Who? Doctor Who says, "Who gives a fuck what bigots think?" In response to the racist, homophobic backlash in Cuddy, is that right? In Cuddy Gatwa, the 15th Doctor has faced
Shooty.
Okay, Shooty. I don't know how to say that.
I mean, it's
Okay,
like cutting the views, so that's fine.
It's a different name for sure.
I'm sorry. How do you get Shooty out of that?
No
idea. Africa.
You had your kid. You're looking at it. I shall name you Shooty. Shooty Gatwa.
I just think whenever I think of you guys ever seen MacGruber? I'm sure you have, Flash. Have you seen MacGruber before?
Yes.
And he's like, "I'm gonna shoot." I watched that recently. It was awesome. MacGruber. Anyways, for every transphobic, racist, bigoted Doctor Who fan that we lose this season, there's going to be 3 to 5 new fans who are coming in for that representation.
It's a model that's been working wonders for Hollywood for sure. Yeah, definitely been backed up with all of these franchises that have done nothing but bleed ratings.
That's right.
Sure.
So
you'll be the first.
So to those fans who are not fans, I say, don't let the door hit you on the way out. Woo, man! Just what a magical statement here by this person. And I would just like to,
And they just start saying,
My daddy.
By the way,
he just got home from the mental institution.
right. Oh my God, these people just absolutely insane. And we continue here. There's another clip. Should we do the black thing, Blabs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
there's
my
a 30
chocolateness.
second. Well, I have not seen this yet. I've not seen this. Let's check this out. Here we go.
Oh, that's not it.
Yep.
Really very serious. With all my adventures throughout time and space, I have to tell you, there's always a twist at the end.
There's always a twist. There's always a twist. There's always a twist at the end.
All right.
He's like, I'm done with that.
Is this hairspray?
Yeah, it's too
All right.
funny, man.
Blab's
There's another clip where he's talking about how that's the one I thought you were going to pull up, is the one where they're talking about how they're definitely going to explore his blackness.
What? I've not
He's
seen
like,
that one.
This is the first time we've had a black doctor, so we have to talk about my chocolateness. That's what he said. We've got to talk about my chocolateness.
Where he's all like, touch grass if you don't like the LGBT stuff. Go outside, and then the viewers are down. He's like, "Aw, why are the views down?" Wow.
I can't believe it.
And then to cap this all off, something that we just all can't believe, despite the monster ratings here with Doctor Who, Metro UK went out and they tweeted this the other day. They said, "Sorry, straight white men. Doctor Who was never for you." So there we are. And
yeah, really? Totally not.
It went really well to the point of them just totally deleting their
Oof.
How does that happen?
And they've had some crazy takes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I mean, Metro UK, they're pretty, aren't they a pretty prominent outlet along the way?
I thought so, but
I think they're a Daily Mail subsidiary, which means they're like crazy, batshit crazy.
Mm-hmm. I like how the whole backlash actually made them delete their Twitter. They're like, ah!
This makes me excited to see the race to the bottom for ratings on this show. Like, I wonder how bad it can get.
You know, it's actually funny. Speaking of that, I saw this article, and it was actually them shitting on Chibnall, who was the writer for Jodie Whittaker's era. And they were shitting on him. And it's like, wow, they literally turned on their own. They were praising him, saying he's doing such a great job, and now they're shitting on him. It's like, damn, bro. It's from Vulture. I like that article. It just ripped them to shreds. I was like, wow.
I can tell you that Russell T. Davis definitely watches Nerdrotic because he was out there the other day. I don't watch Doctor Who, But I do know that the Timeless Children is
it screws
really
up
bad.
everything. Mhm.
Yep.
Because I've heard him talk about it, and he brings it up all the time. So Russell T. Davis the other day said, "Oh, the Timeless Children is amazing, and it's definitely going to be something we explore for years to come."
Bonehead. He sold his soul, man. He really brought back Doctor Who, made it so like popular again, only just to kill it again.
Yep.
So this
Whatever.
Metro UK channel, this Metro UK post was so bad that, like I said, they deleted the entire X account. I did still a little digging on Social Blade. This account had over 300,000 followers, and it got ratioed so bad. They didn't just delete the tweet; they deleted the entire account. Which, wow, that is. I mean, go ahead, Flash. Yeah.
That means that it was spilling over into all of their other posts. Every post was people coming on there and talking about that. It had to have been. For them to delete their own account, fuck, man, that was probably glorious. Should do a search that handle and see what people were saying.
Oh, I'm sure that it will. It's gone over very well.
Spicy.
Yes, yeah. I'm not going to do that in real time because I think that'd be a very, very bad thing. But
I can't wait for the next post that says when they come back, why aren't white straight men watching Doctor Who?
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Just like that
Charlie's
movie.
Angels.
Yes.
Yeah, because that was the same. That's what that reminded me of, was that post where like, straight white men, this isn't for you. And then the next day, straight white men, why aren't you watching Charlie's Angels?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well, that was like the article that I saw. Another one where it was literally Shooty saying touch grass, and then he's like, "Oh, but the views."
That's what they're all doing instead of watching the show now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they tried to blame it on. They tried to blame it on good weather. So Shooty said, "Go touch grass." So then everyone did, and now they're like, "Oh, wait, how could the grass have taken our views away?"
That damn grass took it away.
That damn grass, man.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, look, Dr. Rachel, I know you got to roll, so we're gonna let you bounce. Thank you very much for coming on. Real quick, where can everybody find you?
You can find me posting everything that I need to on Twitter. I have a channel, Outline Crafting, if you're interested in how I make different kinds of crafts, painting, cosplay stuff, swords, shields, whatever. Go check that out. I have a video coming later on this week for those of you who watch Fallout or played Fallout. I made this mask of it.
Cool.
Wow.
So if you're interested to see how I made that, go check out the channel. But thank you for having me on, Flash, Blabs, Craig. It was very fun. I know you have lots of other topics to get through, but I'd love to come back if you'd have me again.
Of course. It's a pleasure to see you. Pleasure to see you. We'll see you soon, okay? Thanks, Dr. Rachel.
Talking to you.
Thank
Bye.
you, Rachel. Bye.
All right. Everyone go check out Dr. Rachel. Her links are in the description. We'll make sure we get them out there so everybody can check it out. She's super talented and based AF, as they say. So Kirsche will be joining us momentarily to continue to talk about this nonsense. We do us a favor, guys. Appreciate everybody popping in. Once again, record viewership today. We have between Rumble and Twitter and everywhere else, we're approaching 6,000 viewers, which is huge for us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Getting up
very
there with
much.
FNT.
Let's get on there. Let's go. Do us a favor, hit the retweet button if you guys are watching us over on X. If you guys are watching us over on YouTube, hit the like button. It helps spread us and spread those algorithmic legs and welcome an entirely new audience. What, Blabs? You got a problem with that?
No, I thought Alyssa was going to show up sometime. Sorry.
Oh. Nice. All right, let's go to this quick one here. This happened over the weekend. Once again, we do see all your super chats, all your direct donations, all your merch purchases, and all your Rumble rants. We'll get to every single one before the show is over. All right, this was interesting over the weekend. Hey, Flash, you like Marvel stuff? Marvel Rivals, perhaps?
Sure.
Well, you better, because if you play the game and you're a content creator, you're not allowed to talk bad about it at all, because it's part of their terms of service. As Marvel Rivals terms of service has non-disparagement clause to prevent players giving negative reviews as a part of signing up for the beta testing. Holy shit. What a horrible idea this was.
It also shows you that nobody reads what
Terms
they're
of
signing up
service.
for. Yeah.
No, absolutely not. This happened early over the weekend. This was and things have changed, but I will say this: the changing of this was very good, very good. It happened quick, and so this was very quickly called out. This was the original tweet here from _Siegel over here, pointing out the non-disparagement clause, and this got put out there pretty fast, pretty hard, to the tune of 3.3 million views, as the clause says the content creator agrees to not make any public statements or engage in discussions that are detrimental to the reputation of the game. This includes, but is not limited to, A, making disparaging or satirical comments about any game-related material, such as features, characters, or music, or B, engaging in malicious comparisons with competitors or belittling the gameplay or differences of Marvel rivals, or providing subjective negative reviews of the game. What? Wow, that is rough. And once again, we're all dumb idiots signing up for this stuff, and but they quickly U-turned and put out a tweet, pretty much saying, "Yeah, we messed up. We messed up here along the way." So they messed up. They're changing the terms of service. I almost feel like this is kind of like a "sorry we got caught" type of thing. Flash, I don't know, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's spot on. They got caught, and now they have to fix this PR. And it's funny. I mean, the thing that I found really funny is you're not allowed to compare it to other games. Why don't you just say it? Overwatch. You're not allowed to compare it to Overwatch, which is what it's a ripoff of Overwatch.
Well, that's it. I'm sorry, Flash. It's a competitor of Overwatch. All right. We could go on for days, but the good thing is that they did listen to the audience. They did make a change, and here we are. Speaking of making a change into a brand new outfit, it's time to bring on that crazy fox lady. Kirsche, how are you?
Hello, I am doing all right. I just woke up and I saw some screenshots of Superchat talking shit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had a super chat earlier talking about how you I think they said you doxed somebody.
Yeah.
Along the way.
No, I've never doxed anybody. Definitely always tell people I am against that, and they don't like listening to me, I guess. But the person that super chatted that, actually a moderator for their channel, is somebody who's been harassing me since 2022. So that doesn't surprise me. They've made the claim that I've doxed them before, so just perpetuating more lies.
Well, okay, so let's take a step back here and let's talk about this this blacklisting thing for a second. So, how did you find out about getting blacklisted from this event?
The person that I was supposed to do a panel with, she had given me the Discord link for Offkai's like scheduling and planning Discord. So that we could finish setting up like the rest of the planning for the panel at that point. Then the next day she hit me up and she was like, actually, the Offkai people told me that they actually can't have you there because some volunteers got uncomfortable when your name was mentioned, and they said that your content and beliefs were too problematic.
So wait, Offkai didn't reach out to you directly? You had to hear from somebody else that you were problematic?
Yeah. And so I reached out to Offkai on Twitter and I was like, hey, yo, what is this about?
And yeah, the TLDR is that they're in California, and some of the Californians are upset of, you talking about DEI and bridge and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, the support has been actually really overwhelming. I did not expect the amount of people who have come out and supported me to happen. And I mean, the people against it, or like supporting my blacklisting, basically the only thing they have to say is like, yeah, she should have just shut up and rolled over and took it. It's a bad thing to talk about poor treatment. How dare she?
But these are the people who are all about, they're all about diversity and equity and inclusion, unless it's something that they don't agree with, right? So what's been the backlash? Have you had any more conversations with Offkai about this since they said no?
Nope, they haven't reached out at all, and I'm assuming they're trying to take the just don't talk about it. If we ignore it, maybe the backlash will be minimal and people will forget.
In history, it's been shown that people, especially on X, don't forget about these things.
Yeah. And it's just like, again, I always say, like, if you know who the staff are, I don't know who the staff are. Don't contact them. Don't disrupt them. Don't do anything with the staff directly. People have been posting, like, at the Offkai Twitter account or, like, disliking their video. Some people have said that they'll, like, wear my merch at the convention because, you know, they've already paid for flights, hotels. I don't expect people to cancel their plans or anything like this. So I'm glad to see the correct way to protest happening.
Oh, okay, what does this look like? I've never been to a VTuber convention, right? This is so. If I'm correct on this, this is an event that fans of VTubers go to, and then they sit in a room and then they watch a screen of their VTubers who are coming in from you know their studio or whatever it may be. Is that accurate, or are you physically there, like you as a human? Because the idea is like people don't want to know what you look like in real life, right? They like your character there is there on screen, and then people sit in a room and they watch, like it's like a private concert almost, or a panel.
It depends on the VTuber or what the event being set up is. Sometimes it'll just be like, you know, the VTuber on a screen or on like a little computer robot thingy. WeebCon, which I had a virtual meet and greet at, they had a VTuber concert. I can't remember everyone who was there, but there was like Cinder, there was Bao, there was I think four VTubers. They were there in person, so they put on like a physical show where they cosplayed as their VTuber.
Oh, okay, cool. So, but you have never done that, right? So you physically wouldn't be at this event.
Yeah, I'd be making them uncomfortable as pixels on a screen.
Okay. I just want to be really clear about that.
Yeah.
Oh man. So, did they give you a number? They just said some people were upset about this?
Yeah, which, I mean, the language could just be, it was one person, but we're saying we. It could also be the person I was talking to. I have no idea, but.
So do you have any plans? Like, if they were to like that, hey, Kirsche, we fucked up, right? We're sorry. We probably should have, talked to you about this, period, before you reached out to us, and probably relayed to you. Okay, because I think that's the other thing that really drives me crazy about this, is that they didn't reach out to you specifically. They reached out to a friend, and then you had to put the puzzle pieces together. So you were set up to appear, at this event, and take time out of your day to get prepped and do all this prep for everything, and then they more or less just kind of put it out there and be like, well, I guess you'll just need to figure it out on your own. They didn't reach out to me.
Pretty much.
Right. That's silly.
It was a show of disrespect, and then again in my DMs with the guy, I felt like he was patronizing me on a couple of occasions, because it's just like, I don't know, I didn't like a few of the ways he said some things. He was cordial overall, which is why I'm not like crazy, beefing with it, but
right.
I probably would want to, like, if they were like, hey, we fucked up, we shouldn't have capitulated to cancel culture people like that. We actually want all people's communities to be able to come here and do things at our convention. This was short-sighted. We apologize. I'd be like, all right, we can give them a benefit of the doubt here, and I feel like, we should go, right?
Mm-hmm. But they haven't. They haven't gone back and changed anything. It's just been, you're a bad person. You don't think right.
Pretty much.
God. So has this caused any hesitation at all to, or have any other events reached out to you and been like, hey, we'll have you at the event, or anything like that?
Oh man, not that I know of. I am buried in DMs right now. I have so many people to respond to. I know I responded to Yellow Flash Guy the other day, finally.
Yeah, let's talk to you.
Yeah, cool. Well, so what's stopping you? Here's the big question. The one thing that I've heard back and forth is, why don't you just start your own event?
That would cost money and time that I already don't have. If I had a manager, I could maybe try and plan something, but as it stands right now, I do literally everything by myself, and I can't really be expected to know how to do absolutely everything either. And even if I could reach out to someone and be like, hey, let's set up an event, I would have to find time to plan it. I would have to find time to get people to volunteer for it. I don't have the time for that. I don't have the help for that.
If you're open to it, I think we can find a way to make that happen, Kirsche.
You want to make your own convention, my guy?
Oh, I've already done it.
Oh.
I've already done it. Yeah, I had an event back in the day at my old company. We had 15,000 people go to it, and it was awesome. Yeah, it was wicked. Listen, I'm a true vet of the space. I'm just saying we can make this happen. We can absolutely.
Man, if you want to make a convention, I'd be interested in hearing more about it. I'd be interested in helping.
But maybe we can figure this out. We can figure this out.
Hell yeah.
Well, hey, listen, I'm sorry that people are fucked up and that people are sensitive little bitches, because that's really what it comes down to. It sounds like people
Pretty
are
much.
bitches, right?
3 or 4 people get the whole thing canceled.
Right. So once again, they have not reached out to you at all. You've not continued any conversation since then at all?
No, someone on Twitter posted a screenshot of in their Discord, and they asked about my situation, and a moderator in the Discord was just like, "Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We would appreciate if you don't bring that up in this Discord." It's like, yeah, they're doing the if we just ignore it, consequences will be minimal. This will be negligible, like we thought.
Wow. Okay. All right. Which I saw on their website, it's sold out. Like they're totally sold out. So you wonder if there'll be backlash. You know what? Maybe we should show up. Maybe we should show up and protest outside and say, like and do like all the kids do these days. Stand outside with signs and protest.
Little signs.
Yeah. Little fox lady signs.
Yeah, that's why a few people were like, would you be okay if I just wore your merch to the convention in like protest? And I'm like, yeah, dude, that's like the simplest, safest way you can do it.
It'd be really funny. And I don't think we have enough time to do this, but I'm just brainstorming ideas. What would be really funny is if we were to have an event. It happens in 2 weeks. Oh, wow, that's even more fucked up. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. They waited until after the refund period to tell me, hey, we don't want you here.
That's fucked up.
Whoa, that's the shittiest of shitty right there. Wow.
That's dirty.
Wow.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah, but what I was saying is we should do an event right across the street at the exact same time.
Oh my gosh.
That'd be awesome. Oh, that'd be great. We'll see. Maybe we can make that happen. That'd be great. All right.
We'll see.
Kirsche, do you want to stick around a little bit longer, or is your time tight today?
My time is a little tight. I know I have to make like a grocery order here soon in a second, so I was just gonna pop in.
Yes.
Because I heard someone spreading lies. That's all they know how to do. Okay.
Well, real quick, put all that to bed. Let people know you're not doxing people, because our thought on that was that it'd be really stupid of you, who prides themselves in anonymity, to go out and dox people.
No, I've always been against doxing. I've never doxed anyone in my life. Not something I would ever actually go out and do. Anyone trying to say that shit is just trying to smear my name and make things worse. So don't pay attention to little rats trying to poison the water.
Don't pay attention to them damn rats. Hey, Kirsche, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing you next Tuesday with Razor on the show.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be on with you guys. It's gonna be my first time talking to Razor. It'll be a good time.
I can't wait. Next Tuesday, gonna be great. All right, Kirsche, hey, have a great day. Get your grocery order in, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
Right,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Bye.
All right. Kirsche great. Hey, by the way, I love that we're now at a point with our show where people are popping in. Like we had Kabrutus on for 20, we had Kirsche on for 20. I love that we're doing that on the show, and that you never really know who's going to pop in throughout the show. I love that. That's so great. All right, guys, appreciate everybody popping in. We'll get to every super chat, every direct donation, every Rumble rant before we wrap up today. Which I'll tell you what, let's go. We got some stuff that we were going to get to, but in the interest of time, in valuing Flash's time, let's start getting to some of those super chats now. Labs, you want to start pulling some of those up?
Yeah, so actually on locals, I'm ready to go. So Mojo sent a $10 tip saying Lord of the Rings is Christian in nature. I'm not surprised they're trying to pervert it and destroy it. But then he follows up with a $50 super chat, or to locals tip, I should say, saying, just want to square, not gonna lie. And I guess I give support to common sense if I have to. So shout out to Mojo. Thank you very much, Mojo, over on locals. I see you guys over there. By the way, locals is great because you can put like gifs and images in there, and like I mean somebody's like putting like Alex Jones in there and Obi-Wan Kenobi going hello there, so you know, come on over on locals, just saying. But look at him crawling over there. Anyway, on YouTube, Cliff says this is a tempest in me, farts audibly. It's so stupid. Thank you. 60 watts says to Square Enix PR team, English motherfucker, do you speak it? Thank you very much, 60 watt. James, just a small news flash. Dell data breach exposed 42 million customers' details due to hackers. Yes, and the best part is, it was only via email. They never announced it for at least 24 to 48 hours on social media or anything. That's the only way you would know. It's not even on their website. I couldn't find it. It was just in the email.
I saw this chat come in and looked into it, and it's like, I would have never seen this if it wasn't for James here, like, saying this. That's fucking insane, man. That's a big deal.
Yes.
42 million people.
Well, here's the thing. What it wasn't, they didn't take your credit card. They stole your name, your address, but no billing. It's like, okay, how did that happen? How not your credit card and your billing, but your name and your private address? That makes no sense to me, but whatever. I think they're lying.
Thanks, James. Appreciate that. It's important to get word out about that stuff.
Grumpy says, LOL, keep crying, soy knee fanboys. Also, keep up the great work, guys. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Grumpy Rat.
Spider, bro. I'm embarrassed both as Black person and a PlayStation 5 owner at that post.
Wait, you don't feel like it's 1939 in America all over again? Oh,
yeah.
Well.
Nathan says, the only problem I have with this is SE do Epic Game Store's exclusive. And that's why nobody knows that Kingdom Hearts is on PC and The World's End with You got a sequel until it showed up on Steam. Thank you, Nathan.
It's true.
Thanks,
I don't use the Epic Game Store, so if a game goes over there, I don't buy it. I don't like their system. I don't like their launcher. I think it's shitty.
Ubisoft has the worst, in my opinion, of all of them. Like, it's so cluttered and clunky. Oh, anyway, 60 watts is very big. PAB Pibs Energy. Yes, pronoun in bio.
And to further that, John Conji came in with a $5 direct donation, just letting everybody know that Sony lives matter. Hey, thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Nut Bunny, member for 6 months. Those off-high volunteers are probably bridge trolls. Thank you very much, Nut Bunny.
Thanks, Nut Bunny.
Grumpy. Oh, look, Kirsche says not to harass our dogs people. Almost like the drama farmer was full of it.
Thanks, Grumpy Rat.
Master says, thank you for covering the blacklisting of the boss. Wouldn't be happening if she was black like pronoun pushers are. Joking, but you know what I mean. Thank you, Master. Hypnotic says, new VTubers are calling this out, and bad news will make VTuber companies pull out. It will hurt the off-Kai convention going forward.
I agree.
Good.
I agree. 100%.
Lord Brown Bear, why do all journalists have that lightless look in their eyes? Really? I think they have the crazy eyes.
Just that I've lost all hope look.
Yeah, I guess so. Aiden, hello guys, how are you? I went to buy some clothes from Dillard's for that dinner event with my siblings and went to the Dallas Stars watch party and had fun. Go Stars!
Let's go, Aiden.
Thank you, Aiden.
By the way, because Blabs doesn't know what Dillard's is, not Dillard's. Dillard's. That's very good. Thank you, Aiden. Appreciate you, buddy.
J-Mac, yes, famous PS1 mascot Crash Bandicoot the Wombat. Yeah, I didn't understand that. Crash Bandicoot's not a wombat.
I know. The Wombat is
Ratchet and Clank.
Yes, Ratchet and Clank. Yes.
Okay, I was really confused there, but I was like, what do I know? I'm not a pro gamer, so I didn't say anything.
Yeah, I misspoke right there.
Hey, but, your mess up there made you $22. So
let's go.
Get out of here, Craig. Chest Rockwell says, actually, Crash is a bandicoot, not a wombat. Thank you.
Thank you for your correction, monies.
Wonder World Comics. Doctor Who has last half of the record number of fans that watched the 50th anniversary in 10 years. I remember watching the 50th anniversary and I loved it. And it was in 2013. So cool, Mo. So cool. Anyway, Master Gawa says, Matt Smith was the best Doctor with the best story arc. You know, I can't argue. Lance, in defense of Doctor Who, if I saw that thing, I would assume they were the villain. Ta-da! That's my study. Crazy T says, first the Queen at Disney and now Doctor Who. Ugh, that's true.
Ugh.
Chaos, you said Drew Paul. I rewatched it. Yes, see, I'm not wrong. I was like, what?
My fault.
I like Drew Paul better. It's like Nancy Drew Detective. Andrew says, wise man once said, everything that's woke turns to shit. Thank you, Andrew. I'm ready. The Fatality Index. Look up the Doctor under cause of death. You do seem to have an impressive record of fatalities credited to you. You are unarmed always. You stand alone often. You're the one who should be afraid. Never! Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
60 watts. Shouldn't they make you read the terms of service EULA before making a purchase? This is a general question I have, not specific to Marvel Rivals. I mean, I think most things have like where you have to scroll all the way down to the bottom in order to continue. I think that's like the best thing for it.
They're not reading that either.
Yeah, it's true.
Right.
Who does? Kick! Kirsche love. Thank you very much, Kick.
Let's go.
Sigrun, hi Sigrun. Read Disney non-disparage. People need to remember that access journalism is normal and always will be normal, as long as it's tolerated. People should have been mad about this decades ago. Also, it's probably not enforceable anyways. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and that's true. The access journalism side of things will always be there. And it's something that it will always be there. And it's a pain in the ass because people are driven by greed. And there's always that carrot that people want to get. So until, like, you know, I talked about Take Games Back, and we'll have some announcements on Take Games Back very, very, very soon. But that's one of the biggest things with any sort of the board of directors that I'm putting together is there. You cannot be a part of the access media. That's a giant part of it. So you got to find people who are past that point in their career who are not driven by that stuff. So yeah, it's a tough nut to crack for sure.
Okay, Hozu or Jozu, I'm not sure. Sorry. Russell T. Davies recently criticized Baby Reindeer and outing real-life child predators in the entertainment industry and said the BBC would have been stricter if they had the show. If that's true, that is insane. Benny Boo Boo comes in and says, what up, peeps? Hi, Kirsche, Blabs, Flash, and Craig. Hi, Benny Boo Boo. By the way, everyone has to call him Benny Boo Boo. Just so everyone knows. You do. Mark says, for $50, by the way, the Fox is here. I'm so happy to see you back here. I hope you all have a fantastic day and love you all. We'll come back on to next Tuesday. I mean, you should come back every day, but specifically next Tuesday. Just saying.
Right.
By the way, did you know you can heart super chats now, Craig?
Yes, I love it.
So you can like and heart. That's pretty cool. Mercenary says, I'm Californian and I'm past or pissed off by this. For Foxy. Thank you very much, Mercenary. Wild Red, SGC was a blast. Thank you, Wild Red.
That was the old event I used to have.
Miku says, SGC, woo! Thank you very much. Right. Garling, member for 2 months. Because the convention is sold, they decided to sell out to cancel culture. Correct.
That's fucked up.
60 watt. Did Kirsche just say the N-word? I can't say it now without saying a bad word, it feels like.
Negligible.
I couldn't say it. I was like, uh-oh.
I'm Blabs and I can read real good like.
Listen. Shut up. Potato Radio with the best name ever. I volunteered at Fest and Cons for years and applied for AFCAI in person next year. I have do telecom and security professionally. Not now, never giving money or time to people who hate you.
Well, Potato Radio, it sounds like we may need somebody for an event we may do. So
listen, he's already hired by that name, Potato Radio. Dylan says, host your event in Tennessee. Fuck the commies. Thank you, Dylan. Chaos. Nijisanji's favorite word, negligible. Thank you.
Thank you, Chaos.
Maniac Man. These people don't understand it only looks worse when you try to sweep it under the rug. Info spreads fast on the internet, and we never forget. Well, some people forget. But yes, very true.
But those who matter don't.
Emperor Creatine says, why play Overwatch when TF2 exists? So much better. Thank you very much, Emperor Creatine. Barking Serious says, can we discuss the double standards in white shaming, Islamophobia, plus valid criticism towards woke culture? Very hypocritical, abusing free speech. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like there are times where we feel like we don't even need to discuss it because it's so obvious, right? But at the same time, that's probably when we probably should be discussing it because it is so obvious and just pointing it out. But yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts.
Okay, 60 Watts says, Ratchet is a lombax, not a wombat.
Now I made you some money.
Let's go.
Yeah, you'll flash.
Again.
Miku says, did you just say Ratchet was a wombat? Lombax! Thank you very much.
My bad.
More correction money. Let's go.
Alan says, I scored a Mario white hat flamethrower plushie from 1917. Huh? At my local vintage video game. 1917? Anyway, it makes sense
Even
because
though Mario was around in 1970.
Yeah, wait, is that? I think he means 1997. I don't know. Because
What was he in one of those, like, look in the glass and spin the, what do they call them?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about?
Did he
start with a P? It was
Did
just
he,
him jumping.
Did he talk like this when he was jumping with the old timey voice? See, it's me. I'm going to collect some mushrooms. See, after he says, see.
Makes sense because spent the weekend with my Mexican fam for the weekend for Mom's Day, and I've been flamethrowing all weekend. Alan, I'm so confused. What year is it?
I think he probably meant like 1971, but even then, was Mario around?
I don't know. I think he means Mario's been around since 1970, since JW. I don't believe you, Craig.
The first time he appeared, I think, was Donkey Kong or that Mario Brothers game, not the 2D game.
Alan says
it was the one where like the
1997.
turtles would come out of the pipes and you kick them.
Thank you, Alan. What year is it? A bunch of symbols and things. Says, remember, for 1 month, we need as many as possible in the common sense space, making shows, art, music, got talent, exercise that muscle. Thank you very much, and you are correct. J-Mac, Craig, Ratchet is a lombax. Don't you know your digital mammalian mascots?
Hey, J-Mac, thank you very much, J-Mac. Appreciate that. I will absolutely let you know that he's a goblin.
He's a hobgoblin. Anyway,
this is me now, just totally trolling for the idea of correction monies.
60 Watt says, I bet Craig thinks Sonic is a porcupine.
Yes, that's accurate. Thank you, 60 Watt.
Zoltan came in with a QAR. What is that? Money, and it's a super sticker, I think. So thank you very much. I just say 10. Okay.
It's $10 if it's yellow to me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, QAR 50 says super sticker, but I can't see it. But thank you for your super sticker. Zoltan comes back and says, Ubisoft is indeed the worst launcher. Also, did you guys ever play Soul Sacrifice on PlayStation, PSP? Is that PlayStation Play? Anyway?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Henry with $50 says, Craig, we need some kind of 82,000 wrestling stream soon.
Oh, man, that'd be great. Henry, thank you very much. We definitely need to get in on some of that classic wrestling. Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Love it.
All right. Thank you very much, Henry. And Chaos Smash says, Side Scrollers Con when? Yeah. When?
I'm not going to tell you that I didn't send an email this weekend about a potential live event.
I like how you don't tell me these things until live. Thanks, Craig.
Why would I? I'm just kicking the tires on some ideas that are floating around in my brain. But
he never tells me stuff, but then he'll message me like 10 p.m. chat. Anyway, it's fine.
Here we go. What is this?
It's our year 2 goals.
That's right. What's the number one thing on the far right side?
Side Scrollers live event.
Well, what do you think I'm doing?
I don't know. Yeah. I thought you were grilling all weekend.
That's a great point.
And loves a tarot for $2. Mario had a rough time with the Battle of Isonzo. I don't know what that is, but thank you.
There you go. All right.
James Opp says Mario first appeared in Donkey Kong 1981. I played it on release. Oh, well, yes, I am old. Thank you very much, James.
Yeah,
And-
James.
It's either Donkey. I thought it was either Donkey Kong or that arcade game.
And then
They're
Spider
both
Bro.
arcade games, actually. What am I thinking?
Yeah, they were. They were both arcade games. Yes.
Yeah.
And Spider Bro says, what these people don't realize is cancel culture and censorship is fun and all until it comes for them and the things they like. It always comes full circle. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Spider Bro. And then, Martin just popped in, says, since it's a tradition to expose blabs to degenerate stuff here, well, has she been told what the Urban Dictionary definition of strawberry milkshake is?
No, and she will not be looking for that right now.
I don't know.
Oh.
And
Should you? I don't know. Flash, should she look up what a strawberry? I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know
think I want to
either.
know.
I want to look it up
Labs, you
now.
gonna say it?
What was it called?
Strawberry
Strawberry what?
milkshake urban. What the hell is even that? What the? No, no. Oh my! I don't know if I. No. I am not reading this one out loud. That's disgusting.
Read
Do you
it.
wanna know what
Read
it
it.
is?
No. Hold on.
Now I
Read it
want
in
to
the
know.
Yes, yeah. You can't just do that and react like that. Read it in the best, most YouTube-friendly way possible.
All right. When a man in a person's mouth and then punches them in the mouth and then the blood and the mix together.
What?
Sorry. Go ahead, do it
Ew.
again.
Strawberry milkshake. When a man in a person's mouth and then punches them in the mouth and the blood and the mix together.
That's got to be made. Who? Okay.
Who
never
does
mind.
this stuff? Ugh. I'm done. That's it.
I know. See, that's why you don't go away from the show. That's why you stick around to the end, because there's always something. There's always something. There's always something going on. Good Lord. T-Mac Burninator came in with the 5, says, if the most distressing thing to happen to you in your world is to make you uncomfortable, you have lived an overly sheltered life. Yes, T-Mac, you are correct. Cloud Spicy AF Take came in with the 269, says, F pussy ass bitches boycott this con. Kirsche's new avatar is very well animated. Thank you, Cloud Spicy as fuck takes. Bizarre Stat came in with the 5, says, Off Kai did axe the VTuber company, Ninja Sanji, I think I'm saying that right. Ninjasani. That's the one that people have been referencing for attending the controversy. For the controversy surrounding them. I wonder if they asked Kirsche also because they didn't want controversial or political content creators, as she does talk about politics. Honestly, I'm not sure. Well, we heard from her directly. Tyler came in and picked up Blabs, the brand new Blabs karaoke bar staff t-shirt. Says, glad to pick up the t-shirt. Sadly, no bucket hat because I'll need an actual bucket to fit on my head. Let's go.
Thank you.
Jacob came in and says, I've seen the gameplay of Marvel's Rivals and it actually looks fun and I hate it. But with the TOS shit and Sony being the ones behind the delay of Helldivers being in all countries, I don't know why I give the benefit of the doubt to these companies. Thanks, Jacob. And Abdulio says, in an alternate universe, Craig, you would have been almost right. During production, Crash was Willy Wombat before being redesigned as Crash Bandicoot. See, I know what I'm talking about. Shane says Amazon did to Lord of the Rings what progressive churches do to the Bible. They changed the story to fit the ideology instead of changing themselves because of the story. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate that. Came back, says, well, I guess PS5 owners have to ride the back of the bus now.
Yes.
I'm like, that is the most that has to be a clip today from today's show, Labs. Has to be. Blake says, Kirsche joined the show. I no longer feel safe ever since she's I no longer feel safe, even though she's just a cartoon fox. I know, Blake. I know it's tough. I'm glad we were able to work through it. Blake followed up and says, is this a Doctor Who / Hocus Pocus crossover?
Right, I think so.
I don't know how they were like, yeah, that doesn't look like Bette Midler and Hocus Pocus. Okay. And Ree says, Craig loves Ponuts. Okay, thanks, Ree. Appreciate
What's
that.
that?
I don't know, but I also didn't know what a milkshake was either, or a strawberry milkshake.
Nuts.
No, don't do that. Tolls came in as a brand new member. Thank you very much, Tolls. Thank you for your monthly support. And Minor Zircon says, Jiggle Physics built civilization, Deus Volt. Hey, thank you so much.
What's up, Zircon?
Love that. All right. And Kratos, Kratos came in with the $20 direct donation. Says, I never played Ratchet and Clank, but I'm pretty sure he's not a Gorblin or a Wombat. Thanks, Kratos. That's awesome. And Tolls came in with the gifted membership. If you guys got gifted membership today, make sure you say a thank you and consider paying it forward. That's awesome today. Great stuff. We finished with 29 new members. Thank you very much for your support. Outstanding stuff. All right. That's a great place to stop. Thank you guys very much for. Whoa, we got memes.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so the first one is Craig take on grilling for breakfast. Anyone want Kellogg's cornflakes, Texas style?
Pop them on the grill, baby.
That's our live. So then, if anyone thought Blabs looked familiar, me with my bucket hat. And then Mark says I opened up for Primus a while back. So you're welcome,
Sure that's
everybody.
Slash, by the way.
And then we have this beautiful meme, Pyrotechnics.
What's that?
And then negligible.
Don't try it.
Yeah, that's it.
Great.
That one gets a
That's
retweet.
great.
That was funny.
That's the best one.
Extra Zero always makes the funniest memes with that. Don't try it with me with the dinosaur that had the NIG in it also. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thanks, Extra Zero.
Mercenary, thank you very much for your direct donations. There's some words that I can't say on YouTube, so I'm not going to say them, but thank you so much for your support. All right, let's get out of here, guys. Thank you very much for popping in. A record day as far as viewership today between YouTube and X and Rumble. Thank you, Flash, for being a part of that. Appreciate your support as always. Everyone go find Flash over on his channel. Do we have any videos that we need to watch today, Flash?
All of them.
All of videos.
Yes.
Love it. And you guys hanging out over on Locals, thank you very much for your support. I'm sure we'll see a video later today about the PlayStation users and the analogy between black people from 1939. Which, God, that's just fucking spectacular.
I gotta get a short out on that. That's gold, man.
That's brilliant stuff. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Go subscribe to Blabs over on YouTube as well and help drive her towards monetization. That would be great. Her link is down below. I'll be live over on the Side Scrollers Plays channel over on YouTube this afternoon. That is an entirely separate channel where I'm going to be playing Donkey Kong Country 3. I am kicking the crap out of Donkey Kong Country 3. And I'm going to say this. It may be my favorite one so far. I know.
Really? That's a controversial take right there.
I know. I'm enjoying it. Maybe I just having to play through Donkey Kong Country 2 like for so long, taking months. Really kind of
a long time.
Took fucking forever. Oh, that's me. Look at that. It's wonderful. But I am enjoying it. So come and join me over on playing Donkey Kong Country 3 over on the Side Scrollers Plays channel. Just past 5,000 subscribers over there. So that's great. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Appreciate you guys being here. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you guys shortly over there, probably around 2 o'clock, about 45 minutes or so, maybe 2:30. And we'll get out of here. But in the meantime, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Alan says, when can you do Blab's pushy? Blab says no. Sorry, Alan. You guys got a goal. Go get it. Have a great rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.